Welcome to yet another thrilling video. No Taylor Swift intro this week. I didn't hear any reviews from it, but I thought it was pretty chef's kiss. My daughter says she's forever scarred and is embarrassed by me. So, again, chef's kiss. Well, here we are, the final week. Can you believe it? We are in week 14, and we are in the thick of it. There's a lot to go through. So, I had a crazy 5-minute intro that I had to cut because I don't have enough time because of the stuff that we have going on behind me with Steve Kornacki. So no one comes here for me. Let's just get right into it. But Eric, I do have to say something. I need this pretty quick. We got to get that on there. So, without further ado, Steve, break down the Week 14 playoff implications. Thanks, JB. Congratulations getting back into the playoffs. It's truly remarkable what we can see there. But as we start this process, let's begin from the bottom up to make things quicker. So, as we stand, we have the 12 seed Kyle Fowler 9, 11 seed Meredith 5 and 8, 10 seed Bob 5 and 8. Why are they here? One simple fact. They are all playing for the dumper this year. So there's no way around it. They're all going into that. So the best that they can do here, 11 or 12 finish, 11 or 12, or a 10 or 9th. So there you go. Congratulations to these three competitors. They will be playing for the dumper this year. Now we get into some very technical, and as you can see, a lot of data going on here, so it might be kind of hard to read. So just play along. Adam in 9th with a record of 6 and 7. Sorry to read there. You can finish anywhere from 6th to 10th. So you can make the playoffs, make the first round bye, or sneak into the dumper. So let's start with the dumper. You have 3 scenarios that can get you to the dumper. One, if you win and Katie wins and you're outscored by 5, dumpers. So you have to, you can still win and be in there. If you lose and a Katie wins, you're in a dumper. If you lose and Katie loses and outscores you still by 5, you're still in the dumper. Now to get in the first round bye, so not to play for the dumper, to still be in the dumper, you would need a win and a Katie or Travis loss. Good news, Katie and Travis play each other. So one of those scenarios is going to happen. You get the win, you're in, right? That's the key right here is you get a win, you're guaranteed that. Scenario 2, you get a loss. Katie loses and outscores you by 5. You outscore her by 5. You sneak into there, push Katie down into the 10th seed, or the 9th seed. So you get the 8th seed. You can make the playoffs, so all the way to the 6th seed only. If you win, Katie beats Travis, you outscore Katie by 5, and Dana loses. All those happen. Congratulations, you found yourself in the playoff bracket. So this is where it's going to get a little funky in the Stanczyk household. All right, so in 8th seed, Katie at 6 and 7, currently holding on to the vital spot of not having to play for the dumper. Can finish anywhere between 6 and 10, right? So anywhere from the playoffs to still playing for the dumper. So you got to pay attention here. Not as many scenarios, a little easier to read, but you're playing for the dumper if A, you lose and Adam wins, or B, you win, Adam wins and outscores you by 5 or more, you will find yourself in the dumper. You can get a first round bye in the consolation with scenario A, a win, Dana wins and Adam loses, or if you lose and Adam loses, as long as you outscore him by 5, you get that first round bye. So kind of the flip there, right? Good and outscoring. Now you can get into the playoffs with this path: a win, a Dana loss, and a Travis loss or an Adam loss. So the common theme here is Adam, right? Along every step of the way, Adam is the key to pushing him down and keeping you up. Now here's where it gets interesting. Sam B plays Adam this week. If Sam B wins, Sam B gets the first round bye, taking it away from Eric. So by you effectively not playing for the dumper and getting into this, you steal that first round bye possibility from your husband. So what is it going to be? Your sanity of playing for the dumper and Eric getting the first round bye, or you getting into the playoffs and Eric having to face you? Now, one of the most interesting players in this is Dana. Dana has 17 and 125 points. This sets her up to be very successful into what she wants to do. So there's not a lot that has to happen. So Dana is currently in the 7th seed, holding on that final first round bye. She's 6 and 7, can be anywhere between the 5th and 9th seed to finish the season. She can get the dumper. Here's how it's got to happen. She's got to lose. Katie's got to win. Adam has to lose by 21 points, right? So those things happen. She will, or Adam wins by 21 points, my bad. Adam wins by 21 points. Dana will fall into the 9th seed. First round bye, 2 different ways. A win and a Travis win will get her first round bye. Or B, if she loses and Adam or Katie loses, then she gets that first round bye as well. In the playoffs, kind of 2 different scenarios. One, you got to win. That's the most important thing. A Travis loss will get you there. Or Sam J and Sam JB are playing, so one of them's going to take the loss. As long as you're not outscored by 40, you should overtake one of them too, even with a win. So if Travis doesn't win, you can still sneak up that way as well. Travis is another interesting person in all of this. He's 6th place right now at 6 and 7. Can finish anywhere between 4th and 9th. So you're not out of the woods yet. You still have a shot at getting the dumper. Now here's the thing. Travis has 756 points. He controls a lot of his destiny right here. So a lot of people above him, sometimes you're going to have him win because his point totals is going to help you out by not having to compete with it. If he loses and you lose and it comes down to points, well, some of us are 100 points behind. It's just not going to happen at this stage in the game. So there's kind of 4 different scenarios here for Travis's playoffs. So he can get the dumper if he loses and Dana wins and Adam wins. So that would put him in that 9th seed to play for the dumper. He can get a first round bye with a loss and an Adam loss or Dana loss, as long as she's not outscoring him by 31 points, because she's still close to there, so she could, you know, if she outscores by 31, she sneaks up and takes that from him. Now, playoffs, the only way to get into the playoffs is to win. There is no loss scenario. You're playing Katie. Right now, that would put you at 6 and 8. She'd be 7 and 7. That'd be the final spot. There's no way to lose. You win, you're in the playoffs. You lose, you're fighting for this. That's as simple as that. So here you go, Travis. Get ready. Okay, the next few people that we've got here, we've got some great news for you. You'll start seeing the first trend right away. So 5th seed, Sam J, 7 and 6, can get anywhere between the 2nd seed and the 8th seed. What does that mean? That's right, Sam. Congratulations. A former champion. Won't be seeing the dumper. You at least will avoid all that. So, all the different scenarios, there's 5 different ways here. A first round bye in the constellation, 2 different ways. Both have to do with a loss. So loss 1, a Travis win and a Dana wins will keep you in the constellation. A Dana win and a Katie win and an Adam win will keep you out and putting you in the first round bye there. So basically, the matchup between Katie and Travis is important. It's a little bit easier if Katie wins, really. In the playoffs, you win, you're in. Simple as that. You clinch it as you go in, so just win, baby. If you lose, you just need Travis or Dana to lose, and then you're in it as well. The first round bye, it's all you need right here. You got to win, Eric lose, and Sam B has to lose outscored by 30 points. So those are the setups of what you have to do to get to either the consolation first round or championship first round and just the playoffs. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for, the moment we've kind of dreaded, right? Like, if a couple weeks ago, months ago, if we would have been saying JB at 4th and playing for the championship bracket, we would have all been out of our minds. But Determination Will has thrusted this scenario. It's kind of a doomsday scenario, right? This is kind of the worst case scenario for the league, because everybody was feeling like, whew, we actually have a break. We can have somebody new, some fresh blood. I may have a chance of winning it. And now here you are staring at the possibility of more of JB in the playoffs than not. So at 7 and 6, can finish anywhere between 2nd and 7th, right? No dumper. He was 1-5 on October 16th. 1-5. Everybody would have said that's pretty much it, right? 7-7 is how you get to the playoffs. And he only had 2 more losses to go for the rest of the season, and he hasn't hit them yet. But there is a 7th seed that he can get, right? So this is probably the ultimate thing that everybody's rooting for. So they get a first round bye in the consolation bracket. Loss. And a Travis win and a Dana win. Travis plays Katie. Dana plays Meredith. So Meredith and Katie have to decide, Katie being in that playoff, what are you looking for? Do you want JB out or do you want to be in yourself? So it's kind of that real just, rock in a hard spot of what do we do and what do we root for. But everybody in the league is rooting for Travis and Dana, probably including Meredith and Katie. Also rooting for Sam J, as Sam J has to do his part, obviously. Then we get to the playoffs here. 1, just win. That's in. 2, if he loses and a Travis or Dana loses, he sneaks in as well. First round bye. Worst case scenario in the doomsday scenario is a first round bye. All that would need to happen is a win, Eric loss, and a Sam B loss is maintaining that 1-point score, and JB will jump into the 2 seed and get that free ride to playoff mania. This is just not what we wanted to see, but here we are. We have to face reality of what's going on. We're really into some simple scenarios. The next 3, pretty easy, cut and clear, right? So 3 seed Eric, 8-5, can go anywhere between 2 and 4, right? So what does that mean? Obviously, no dumper. Also, clinched playoffs. So we have a potential one person that has never won the belt in the playoff brackets. So congratulations there. Can get a first round bye simply by winning in a Sam B loss. So that particular happens. Eric gets a first round bye, a free pass into playoff mania, which I know he's been looking forward for some time. So here we go. All right, so now to another one, Sam B. 8-5, anywhere between the 2 and 4 seed. No dumper, can clinch playoffs. Looking for her 2nd title overall. So former champion, now back in the bracket. For a first round bye, there's 2 scenarios that can play out. A win. 2, if you lose, Eric needs to lose. Plus, if JB wins, you have to outscore JB by 1, which you're losing by 1 right now. Get that extra point, you can still get in. If Sam J wins that matchup, as long as Sam J doesn't outscore you by 30 points, you will still get that first round bye. So a little bit more opening there. But nonetheless, congratulations. Playing for the playoffs. That's where we want to be. Finally, we get to the 1 seed. Kara at 11-2. Overall 1 seed. There's nothing anybody can do to take care from that. She's got a first round bye. She's into playoff mania. I know she's already formulating her plan. She's just waiting to see who she's going to get. But next week, an easy week to sit back and relax. Kara, congratulations on dominating this year. There's nothing you can do. You could take a bye and you could screw up everybody else, but nobody is dethroning you. Thank you, Steve. I hope you all took detailed notes of what you have to do. Out of the 6 matchups, 5 have critical playoff implications. Bob and Kyle, your match is about as positive as the Texans and, Texans versus Texans, right? Texans versus Browns. So, 1 week to go. Packers bye week. Means you can just watch Red Zone all day, or you can just simply ignore it and just see what all the chips fall as they go. So, as always, I'll see you on the Fantasy Gridiron.